Hey, what's up? Sean and Heath here, and it's the end of week 1 on our RockSolidTraining.com workout split, and it's my favorite day, arm day, baby. So we're gonna be doing bis and tris, and we're gonna superset back and forth between a bicep and a tricep. I think we got 3 of each movement, and then we're gonna burn out on dips at the end.
Let's do this. First off, we're gonna start with the closed grip bench, okay? Once again, on this movement, we're trying to work our triceps, okay? So we're gonna start with a nice, slow negative, hands shoulder width apart. We're gonna drop all the way down, almost like you're scraping your sides with your elbows, okay? Make sure we keep our palms facing out. Get down nice and deep to decrease this angle right here. Make sure that we're stretching the long head of the tricep.
Back, baby.
Come on.
All right, our first bicep movement today is just a dumbbell bicep curl. We're going to follow our 3-second negatives here, and we're going to try to isolate them. So one of the things we want to keep track of here is that our arms don't come forward, all right? So the bicep curl, you know, the purpose of your bicep is to move your forearm closer to your upper arm, right? Anytime your upper arm is coming forward, that's your front delt doing that work. So we want to just lock them in place and just make sure that our forearm is the only thing moving. Let's take a look.
All right, guys, next up, we have a unilateral preacher bicep curl. Unilateral means one arm at a time, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dig my bottom part of my arm into the bench here, okay? I'm gonna make sure that I'm bringing this weight straight up and down, like I'm bringing it towards my shoulder, not across your body like so, okay? I'm bringing it up and I'm gonna pull my pinky in to really hammer on that peak of the bicep. I'm gonna let it out nice and slow. 3 seconds on the way down. Give a little tricep flex at the bottom. Make sure I'm getting that full eccentric. Okay, that's where the muscle breakdown is gonna take place. And then I'm bringing it back up and pulling my pinky through.
All right, our next tricep move is a tricep push down. So I like to do these, if you have a backrest available, I prefer leaning on the backrest. And that way we're not just using our body weight to really move that weight. It puts more of the stress just on your triceps. And from there, we're just gonna tuck our elbows in tight. So you can kind of think like you're pinching a towel between your elbow and your torso. And then we just wanna make sure we get a nice full range of motion. So coming all the way down to lockout, controlling that negative, and we're coming as high as I can get without my elbow coming forward, all right? It doesn't do me any good to have my elbow come up here. I'm gonna keep that pinch to my side at that.
Next up, guys, we got seated hammer curls. Okay, the key to this one is we're keeping the back nice and upright. Elbows are parked, which means they don't move to assist the movement. And we're bringing it up, basically like we're bringing our thumbs up, getting a really good squeeze in the bicep, controlled negative, 3 seconds on the way down. Give the triceps a little flex and pop it back up. 1, 2, 3, flex your tris, pop it back up.
For our next tricep movement, we're gonna focus on hitting that long head, that bottom part of your arm there. And to do that, we're gonna use a cable overhead tricep extension. Now, I like to use just a rope handle. So just a standard rope handle, I'll slide that down to one end. And I set this up a little below waist height, depends on how long your rope is. There's no reason to come from the floor, really, as that'll just make it hard to get in and out of. So from there, we're gonna go here, and I like to angle my body so that the tension is pulling through my lat, right up to the point of that long head of the tricep, all the way to the elbow. I'm gonna use that weight to kind of work on my flexibility too, and allow that to really pull my elbow and my upper arm bones back towards the pulley more. And then from there, we're just gonna lock out, reaching straight up to the ceiling.
Okay guys, hammering out these overhead unilateral rope extensions, okay? When you're doing this movement, it's okay to give a little bit of guidance to that other arm from the non-working arm if you need to. okay? As long as you're not assisting the movement, you're gonna be just fine.
All right, last movement of the day. We're gonna burn out on some tricep dips, parallel bar dips. So now if I did these just body weight, I'm gonna get like 40 or 50 of these. So to make it a little harder, we're just gonna add some weights. And if you're getting more than like 15 or 20, go ahead and add some weights as well. If you don't have one of these, you can also hold a dumbbell between your feet. There we go. I'd like to try to tuck my elbows kind of in on this. And then you want to come down until your upper arm gets parallel to the ground. Nice and deep. All right, that's the end of week 1. Good, it was a good week.
It was.
Join us next week. We're going to be going through the second week of this first progression. And come join us on rocksolidtraining.com.